Welcome back to Arcadia Fallen. I decided that I'm gonna try and be motivational and not realistic because motivation is more fun in a fantasy game. Also, in the last episode, we chatted with Mime and we chatted with Victoria, and both of those conversations went interestingly. And now we're here chatting with Michael, and he feels bad.
Michael.
If you try to carry the whole world on your shoulders, then of course you're going to collapse under the strain. But that doesn't mean you should just drop everything on the floor instead. You are capable of changing things. Everyone is. It might just be a small thing, like saving a single book in a huge library, but it's still better than doing nothing.
Oh, really?
Better than doing nothing, huh? He stares at the book in his lap again. One lie. If I could expose just one, then that would be a start. Picking one out among all of this might be a challenge in itself. It'll take time. You'll make the right choice.
About that.
You'll change the world for the better. I'm sure you will. You have such confidence in me, friend. Can't say I share it, but I am grateful all the same. Of course, all these musings are not worth much unless we succeed in the task at hand. Quinn is a lovely person. I would hate to see anything bad happen to them. And as for Ronan, I still wonder what his connection to this place is. If his plan all along was to steal the spirit locket here, then he must have been aware that he needed both blood and your locket to enter. The locket he could steal, but the blood? I'll have to check in on something. Skipping your work again?
I wonder.
Possibly. Be a dear and don't tell Victoria. He wanders off and disappears deeper into the library. You leave too.
I'm sorry, Michael. I fear I offended you with my previous comments.
You? Offensive? Caden, you're about as offensive as free cake with your drink.
I'm not sure if that's a good thing. What I mean is, I'm afraid my earlier comments came across as me suggesting you were hiding behind your smile.
Well, yes. That is the truth, after all.
You... what?
I didn't expect you to pick up on it, though. You are more perceptive than I gave you credit for, friend.
But why, though? What is it you wish to hide?
There are many things in life better handled with a smile, even a fake one. For what it's worth, I usually don't have to do so around you and our other friends.
That, I'm glad to hear. Now, you mentioned cake?
Picked up on that as well, did you? To the tavern.
Lead on, my friend.
Okay, I want to go to the flower shop, but I feel like that's going to be plot, so I'm going to go home first real quick to see why there's an exclamation point here. You find Victoria in the alchemy shop together with Elizabeth. Maybe I should have gone the other place first. Oh well, it's fine. Hopefully it's fine.
So, it is you, then? The spirit alchemist?
The people never were that creative picking names for their so-called heroes.
It's such an honor.
You were knighted before all of the paragons.
They gifted you a silver chalice, the highest award for military service.
And it makes for a fine paperweight, but isn't worth much else.
I don't understand, but why are you here? You could be the highest ranking officer on the continent, and maybe even petition to be a paragon yourself.
But that's not what she wants to do.
Don't fool yourself, Victoria. I might not be a mage, but anyone who has been as close to magic as I would never have been allowed into the inner circle of the capital.
Also probably true, yeah.
But
The world is a complex place, Victoria dear. I have many reasons for being here. Much like you have your own reasons for being in Alithia's employ, instead of with the demon hunters.
Victoria leaves the shop, shooting you an odd look on her way out.
Ah, here for some more training.
I like training. Seems like you've got a fan.
I wonder.
Didn't think I'd ever see the day where Victoria was acting starstruck. Her admiration is misplaced. I'm no hero, despite what the Empire may have said.
If just...
I am so sorry for all of this, Artemis. When I took you in as my apprentice, I had put that life behind me. I never wanted for you to get tangled up in any of that. Okay, let's see. I can't forgive her for keeping all that hidden from me. I'm still hurt that she would keep this from me, but I want to move on. I am in a space somewhere between these two, and so I don't know for sure. Because I wouldn't say... hurt is an overstatement of my feelings, but like... Alright, I guess this is... I understand what she was trying to do.
Okay.
It's okay, Elizabeth. I understand. This doesn't change my opinion of you. You're still my teacher.
Mm?
Artemis? You are just...
Thank you, dear.
Your teacher clears her throat and straightens up. Anne tells me that you managed to tap into the demon's spirits during your fight with Ronan last night. This is good. Your skill has progressed much faster than I could have hoped. With this, you'll be able to create potions that are exclusive to a spirit alchemist, though I may warn you, using such volatile energy can be quite dangerous if not handled correctly. Can I use them to protect Quinn?
I wonder.
Would any of these potions be useful for that?
Yes.
Very much so. I believe it would be wise to start by teaching you how to make protective wards. With your new abilities, you should be able to make some strong enough to keep even Ronan at bay. However, I'll need you to check in with Quinn and pick up more ingredients. Is spirit alchemy really that powerful? Much more powerful than our normal potions?
I see.
Indeed. It is also highly illegal, so don't get any smart ideas. Go on then. I'll have things ready for you when you get back. I'm glad I did things in the order I did then. To the flower shop! Well, I have to do both of these things, so let's wait for Caden first and then visit Quinn after? Yes. Yes, that is the play.
And then I told him, "Sir, that's not a rose." And he...
You spent the evening at Quinn's. You've all taken turns keeping an eye on the flower shop. Not that you're keeping much watch at the moment, as Quinn has brewed herbal tea and the two of you are busy sharing your best weird customer stories. And I was asking him, are you really sure? 'Cause I couldn't come up with a polite way to break it to him that the plant smells like farts, and then... The door to the back opens, and the two of you turn to see Caden walking in, looking awfully tired. I've checked around the shop again, but there's no sign of either demons or Ronan. You look disappointed. Were you hoping for a fight?
Well...
I'd rather know his plan and deal with this. I'd rather know his plan than deal with this frustrating waiting game.
You look like you need something to warm you up. I'll go brew some more tea.
Quinn gives the man a meaningful look, then goes out into the back. Caden leans against the counter with a sigh, and you notice how he seems dimmer than usual. Talk to me.
Are you okay?
What were you thinking? Caden takes a deep breath and lets it out slowly.
More of Goldner's men are prowling the streets. It's getting harder to stay out of sight.
You'd think they'd have better things to do than just stalk the streets at night with torches.
Really?
You shouldn't make light of this, Artemis. This situation is not good for us. Caden's eyes are fixed on the streets outside the window, but they seem unfocused somehow, like his mind is somewhere else.
Caden.
You know you can trust me, right, Caden? I don't mind listening if you have something on your mind.
I see.
These are just pointless musings, though.
You know,
Seeing the library and hearing Michael's story, it got me thinking. When we met and Michael said that your people had destroyed their own historical records, I didn't believe him.
I don't understand.
Such a thing would be unheard of in our society, yet I cannot deny the evidence when it's presented to me. I've never really given much thought to how precious my people's collection is. That knowledge is something that people would kill to obtain, or to destroy.
How curious.
I suppose I've gained a newfound respect for my elders who had worked so hard to preserve our history, even if I still don't agree with their apathetic view of the world outside. I thought I had to leave to change history, but the act of preserving what came before, that too can be used to change what is to be. You've changed, Caden. It sounds like this experience has given you some new perspective.
Really?
Perspective, huh?
I have been thinking about what I will do once all of this is over.
Oh yeah? We are making a difference here. I am making a difference by being in this place. I'm nowhere near to making amends for what I've done, but perhaps in time I will be able to face my elders and tell them what I've discovered.
I wonder.
Sounds like you're planning something?
Well,
You could say that.
look,
If we succeed in preventing Ronan's plan from coming to fruition, then things will continue as per usual. My people won't know about the disaster that their apathy almost permitted. We can't keep living with blinders on until a successful disaster wakes us from our slumber. It is my duty, I believe, to wake them up. What do you want to do, though?
So,
Now that you're talking about duty again, I respect that, but what is it that you want? What do you want?
how curious.
What I want, huh? This time I've spent with you all, despite the hardships, I've never felt so alive. I've always had the desire to explore, to travel and learn about the world. Things up here are so exciting. They change and shift, and I feel like my actions have an actual impact. But that's all the more reason for me to return. My people deserve to know this as well. What will happen
I
if you
wonder.
return? What do you think? The elders are not going to be happy with me. I left without permission, stole one of our most precious artifacts, and destroyed it. There will be punishment for sure. And after that, I'm not sure they'll be willing to listen, but I have a duty to try. I'm so torn because, again, both of these things are correct. And I'm not one to tell him that he's wrong for do what you feel is right. I respect your choices. I respect your judgment.
About that.
I believe you can change their minds. If this is what you feel is right, then I support your decision completely.
You know,
It won't be easy, but with friends like you encouraging me, it gives me hope. It's a rough road ahead, so I am grateful I won't be walking it alone.
I see.
Just remember to take care of yourself, alright? You'll be no good to the world if you don't take care of yourself first. I will try to remember that. The door to the back opens and Quinta enters the room with a pot of tea.
Ah, so that's how it is.
I see you two have already gotten comfy. I'm glad. They smile and pour the brew, a sweet earthy scent drifting up with the steam.
By the way,
Now, Caden, you must tell me about the flora that grows in the southern mountains. Caden's shoulders relax and he smiles back. What do you want to know? Alright, and now we remain at the flower shop, but this time we're talking to Quinn. You enter the flower shop and aren't terribly surprised to find Anne already there. I was kind of wondering why Anne didn't have a little bubble around, but here we go. You did not, however, expect to find her and Quinn arguing. Ah, beans. Maybe I'll end this episode here. Maybe in the next one we can find out why they're arguing again. For now, bye-bye.